Well, today I'm going to talk about globalization and the power of positive change. And what I tell women is that the very skills that they're using on their day-to-day jobs could be lent to a non-governmental organization or some kind of organization overseas that's bringing about social change.
So what's your thing going to be? And how can you take it to the next level? And how can you energize your batteries? That, for me, is the critical conversation around women's leadership, is how do we make sure that as women, we have the capacity to succeed?
So I hope what the participants today in the Women's Leadership Seminar took from our conversation is that here in the United States, when it comes to women's leadership, we're doing a lot right, but that we have a lot to learn from our international sisters. So I tried to share with them some of the learning that I've come to experience and learn about from my last 6 months globally, traveling to different countries and meeting with different women's rights advocates in different places, learning about how they're tackling subjects like wage gaps and the lack of women in corporate leadership and political leadership, how they're tackling those subjects in a different way.
I'm constantly meeting with CEOs and corporate executives in the business world, and to be a young woman or just a woman in general in business, and to come and meet with all these other women who are, basically trying to achieve the same goals that you are, it really is empowering. And to hear women speak based on things that we talk about all the time in the office, but also ventures that they've made globally, it really is empowering to be a part of it. And there's not really more of a perfect match than for Lehigh Valley Business to have sponsored this event.
I want my daughter to see a female president. I want my daughter to know that she can be on any corporate board she wants to be on. I want my daughter to know that when she grows up and she's the president of some company, she's making the same amount of money as Heather's son doing the same job. That's what I want to see. So for me, it's not about where I want to be, but what I want the world to look like for her.
I love the fact that today's session was not only how to affect social change by yourself, but how to change the world locally, nationally, and internationally. I love those 3 levels.
The Women's Leadership Institute has taught me to not just accept things as they are, but rather to think about things that are presented to me and perhaps challenge the ideas and notions that are in front of you and think, perhaps there's another way of doing things or thinking about things. Today's session in particular really drove that idea home.
What I really hoped was that you could think about your own leadership, right? And what you need to catalyze your ability to be an advocate for social change. What's the change you want to see in the world, right?
The more women can get together and talk about women's issues and talk with each other, the stronger the Lehigh Valley, as well as the rest of our community, Pennsylvania, the nation, the world, is going to be. It's just the nature of women interacting with each other.